Alright, recording is started. Alright, Adam, please introduce yourself to our audience.
What's going on, fellas? It's your boy.
Awesome. Okay.
That's my
Today's
introduction.
video we are going to discuss about whether or not Kurt Cobain is gay. If you do not know who Kurt Cobain is, he's the guy that wrote this. That guy. So now I can turn my amp off and put my guitar away, and then we can start the discussion. Alright, Adam, so first off, what is your personal opinion on blonde people?
Blonde people. I actually have a quite touching story about a blonde person.
All right, let's hear it.
I would like to, play along with you. So, a blonde girl walks into the library, and she says, "I would like a cheeseburger and some fries." And then the librarian responds, "Ma'am, this is a library." So she responds, "I'd like a hamburger and fries." So, in conclusion, what we can gather from that is that blonde people aren't the brightest.
Yeah, we can gather that.
Hair-wise, they are very bright, but
One thing I'll say about that though. If blonde people are not bright, that would lead to the thought that maybe Kurt Cobain was not gay because, see, think about gay people, they like rainbows and bright colors, right? So that means they're pretty bright when they like bright things. But Kurt Cobain was blonde, and if he's not very bright, that is one reason why I think he would not be gay. What do you think about that?
You do, raise a bit of an interesting point with that one. But I would have to say no.
Really? Well, why do you think so?
Because when I look at other pictures of him, not other pictures. When I look at pictures of him, he may not be very bright mentally, but he doesn't have a very bright personality either. But his clothes and his hair is physically bright. He's got blue eyes. All of these things are very bright, and it's what's on the outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I could see that. So, that's hard. So, he may dress brightly. I think you are right. I think that is the reason why he is gay, because gay people like the bright colors. They don't care about bright minds or bright personalities. They like bright colors because that's what their flag has, and their flag is what defines them. As we all know, gay people are nothing but a bunch of colors. So, therefore, I think that is the reason why he's gay, because he does wear colorful clothing. I've never seen him wear anything that was black. His guitars are always a bit colorful, orange and turquoise and stuff like that. And he usually has blonde hair. Sometimes his hair is not blonde, but most of the time it is. And he wears those striped sweaters and everything. And so yeah, I would agree. He's even got striped clothing, and the gay flag is just a bunch of stripes. So that is another thing that makes him gay. So I would agree with you on that. I do think you are right there. Now, another thing that I kind of wondered about. So Nirvana was more of a feminist band. They had a very feminist message, and see. And because Kurt Cobain in interviews has said that, that during his childhood he spent more time around girls than he did around guys because he felt like he identified more with them. And so that does make me wonder, would that not make him gay? Because think about it, he would be friends with girls more. Now, not all gay people are this way, but it's stereotypical that gay guys are really good at making friends with girls. And
That is very stereotypical, yes.
Yes, and many stereotypes are not true, but some of them are kind of true sometimes.
Yeah.
And, whether or not that one is, I'm not sure, but there are other things that still push me on that edge of thinking he is. Because, also, he said he would hang out around girls because he identified with them more. Now, think about girls. When many people think about girls, at least back in those days, nowadays it's different, but back in those days, we mostly thought of girls as the people who dated boys, right? So,
Yeah.
so if he identified with the girls, then and the girls date boys.
Yeah.
So what if he was dating boys behind the scenes, and he says he identifies with the girls? What is one thing that makes a trans person, identifying as a different gender than the one they are assigned? And is T not a part of the LGBTQ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 acronym? So
It is.
That is part of the same. That is part of that same group. So, and another thing, a lot of gay rights activists happen to also be feminists. Have you ever noticed that?
I have noticed that.
Yes, two very liberal concepts that are usually lumped into that. They're usually lumped into that group of people, and yeah. I do believe that this is worth noting because, you see, he has made those are some pretty striking claims that I think you could not excuse. What do you think?
I mean, I do agree with the part. You lost me a little bit when you were like, if he identifies more as a girl, because that may be breaking the gay argument, which we're trying to confirm or deny right now, and going into a whole nother argument with.
Well, right, but he never did become a girl, though.
That's a good point, but perhaps he did it because he was not comfortable yet.
But does that really mean he's transgender yet?
I mean, perhaps it does, perhaps it doesn't. It's, wishy-washy.
Well, there's one more thing that there's another thing I'd like to bring up. So, do you agree though that part makes sense? Because even then, the transgender, is usually lumped in with the same group of people as gay people. So, even if that didn't make him gay, that still puts him in that same umbrella,
Yeah, all right, good point.
And he was more of a feminist, and we both agreed that a lot of gay rights activists are also feminists, and vice versa.
Right.
And now think about this. I personally would definitely argue that there are more gay rights activists than there are straight gay rights activists. Would you agree? Would that make sense?
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, so if he is a feminist, he may also be a gay rights activist, and I think I know another reason why I think he was also a gay rights activist. There was an album by Nirvana called Incesticide, and it was a compilation of songs they didn't release. But there was a note somewhere on the inside of the CD or whatever. I don't know where it is because the fucking guy who was supposed to mail it to me mailed it to the wrong address. Asshole. But so I should have got my fucking CD today, but it went somewhere else, so I had to fucking reorder. But that's besides the point. That album had a note inside it, and the note, written by Kurt Cobain, had said something along the lines of, if you in any way hate women, people of a different race, or homosexuals, leave us the fuck alone. Do not go to our concerts and don't buy our records. Now, think about it. He includes homosexuals in there as a way to say, if you hate these people, leave us alone. If you hate homosexuals, that means you would hate Kurt Cobain. And if you hate Kurt Cobain, he probably does not want to be near you. So not only is that more reason to say that maybe he was gay, because he doesn't want people who hate gay people around him, but he even if he isn't gay, he still made that point that if you hate gay people, don't show up to our shows or buy our records. So he wanted to disassociate with the people who hate gay people. So that is another reason why I do think he was a gay rights activist. And a lot of gay rights activists are gay.
Well, I do agree with what you said for a little bit, but I think since this was more like an age of development and stuff, I think he was trying to do this to maximize sales. Maybe he was the ultimate American businessman.
While this
but
would
I
be...
would actually...
While
I actually know you got.
Yeah, while this would be a good point, at the same time, he has many times criticized more corporate bands that try to sell more. And he has many times shown that he was upset about his fame. And he even once... he even went to plan out breaking up his band because he wasn't ready for all this fame, and because of it, things were just getting boring and he wasn't enjoying it. Now, why would he break up his band? Which, I mean, he would have broken up his band if he didn't die before he got the chance, but he planned to. There is proof of that. But, so if he planned, why would he plan to break up his band if he was the ultimate American businessman? Because that's how he was making his money. So why would he...
I feel like that was a way to drum up hype, almost.
That would make sense. But then again...
I would like to link in a modern example.
Alright.
If you'd recall with me, you may not know about this, but if you would recall with me, Death Grips faked a breakup to drum up more hype for, I believe it was Jenny Death. Yes.
Well, you do make a good point. But one thing that I just still can't wrap my head around, if he really is the ultimate American businessman, then think about it. If he's making so much money, now there are a lot of people that speculate that he was murdered, but then most people believe that he killed himself. Now, whichever one I believe, I will not state because I am not sure which one I lean towards. But in case the truth is that he did kill himself, if that is true, then why would he do that if he's making so much money and enjoys it? Why would he just throw it all away right in the midst of being famous? Why wouldn't he wait until his fame died out for him to... I mean, wouldn't he wait for his fame to be dead before he'd make himself be dead? I mean, wouldn't that make more sense if he was really the American businessman?
That does make sense. But perhaps have you thought of that he is still alive in Argentina? What if that came to your mind?
I'm trying to think. Is there somebody else I know who lives in Argentina? Hey, by chance, do you know where Rivers Cuomo lives?
California.
Well, then I don't think I've considered that, no.
Exactly. Now, I would like to bring up another point.
You may.
May I remind you of their possibly most famous album, MTV Unplugged?
I would say that is one of the popular ones among fans.
Right. Now, riddle me this. What can be more homosexual than an acoustic guitar? Better yet, an acoustic bass.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, you bring up such a great point. Because, see, the thing about acoustic guitars, they all look the same. And homo, on its own, means same. That's why the word homosexual, you're attracted to the same sex. So, that makes, and Think about it. Acoustic basses also look exactly like acoustic guitars.
Exactly.
They are all homo.
Exactly.
And he did an album. Oh my god. And he used an acoustic on other albums too. So
exactly.
You are a genius. You are a genius, Adam.
Thank you. Thank you.
You heard it right here. First and foremost, we have now, not only have we proved that Kurt Cobain is gay, but we also proved that he was on the verge of becoming transgender, and we also proved that he was the ultimate American businessman at the same time. He was basically like Gene Simmons times 10. And the gay version at that. Wow. I would have never came up with that on my own. You are a genius. You are a real blessing to this world. And I don't know what I'd do without you.
Thank you.
Alright, everybody. Well, that wraps up today's segment. Be sure to leave a comment telling Adam how awesome he is and telling me how much of a loser I am, like you always do. And be sure to tune in the next time. I know this episode was a lot longer than normal gay analysis ones, but I'm not used to doing more gay analyses, so I figured it'd be worth giving you a little more content this time. And hey, an extra guest is an extra guest. Now Adam is no longer a fan of Mr. Music Man, but he is now a partner of Mr. Music Man. And you should all give him money.
Yes, you should.
But give me more. You don't deserve any, Adam! Give me the money, you